Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This looks absolutely incredible. The Cunning Stunts update, they've just released new information on the Rockstar Newswire about it. There's a trailer for it as well. Go watch it. I'm going to also put some screenshots in this video and then talk about it more, give my thoughts on it. But wow, it looks incredible. It looks like the kind of, it looks like the best update we could ever see to GTA. The best update since Heists, and especially for us in the racing community, probably the best update of all time. But I'm going to talk about it. I don't normally talk about future DLCs, but this one is right in our wheelhouse with, you know, racing, the racing community, and the type of vehicles that we're going to get, and the sort of things that we're going to get as well. It's right there. I'm really excited about it because it looks incredible, and it looks like it's going to give us all the things that we've always wanted. But remember, you know, take all this information with a pinch of salt, because we've seen before where we've got excited for things and it hasn't been as good. When the 900R and the Sultan RS came out, we finally had some proper racing cars, and then they were in the wrong class and they were really slow. So take everything with a pinch of salt. It's you know, it's not necessarily going to be all amazing when we actually get it, but hopefully it will be. So let's just get straight into talking about it. Now, the Cunning Stunts update, basically Rockstar say on their newswire, be daring, defy gravity, and punch your fears straight in the mouth with Cunning Stunts, a visually surreal and over-the-top evolution to racing in GTA Online, coming Tuesday, July the 12th. So next Tuesday, less than a week away, we're going to have this update to GTA. Stunt races happen on a massive scale, towering above the Los Santos skyline or scoring between treacherous blades of Ron Alternat's windmill farm. Vehicles tear upside down through loops and tubes, launch off ramps with extra propulsion from speed strips, diverge and merge across multiple pathways, and speed through gigantic rings of fire in death-defying new races. My god, if you're seeing some of the pictures of this, it looks unbelievable. I'm not one for stunt racing, but this looks absolutely insane and really well made. One of the things that people have mentioned is that we don't know whether we're going to get these as props to use in the creator for our own purposes, or whether these races that we're seeing in the trailer and in these photos are going to be just, you know, made by Rockstar, and they're the only type of races that you can get, because they do look very much involved and well made and very difficult to make as well. But I just want to go back to when they first announced the Finance and Felony update. They also had a little bit about Cunning Stunts, and they said expect a slew of new stunt-ready vehicles and gear, and the inspired creator scene will be getting a vast new set of props for an evolution of stunting, racing and trial-style creations and other gameplay possibilities that will surely defy imagination. So the creator is going to get some update. It is going to get some new props. It's going to get some big update that's going to, you know, help us make better races, help us make better stunt things, you know, whatever it is that they put in there. We're going to be getting a better experience from the content creator, but we don't necessarily know that all of the stunts, all of the props that you see in these videos and in the pictures, we don't necessarily know whether we can make these. We don't necessarily know whether we can make these stunt races ourselves, or whether they're just Rockstar races. We might get some of the props to use on normal races. We just don't know at the moment, so it's worth, you know, just keeping that in mind. But we are definitely going to get something from the content creator, and looking at these races anyway, just the Rockstar created versions look incredible on their own. So going on with the newswire, the jumps, gaps, terrain and new obstacles in each race are tailored to match the attributes of specific vehicle classes, including new supercars, sports cars and motorbikes, and of course racing livery clad vehicles to serve appropriately tattered and dressed drivers, sporting new motocross gear, racing suits, helmets and a host of other additions. Wow. This is something. I'm going to leave a link in the description to the racing DLC video that I made quite a while ago, and racing suits and racing livery vehicles and all that kind of stuff was in that video. It was in it's one of the most upvoted posts on the Rockstar support forums as well. It seems like those ideas have finally made their way into an update, and obviously there's the stunting aspect to it. It's not just an entire racing DLC, which is the idea that we had, but if they've taken the idea of racing liveries and racing suits and helmets and all that kind of stuff, who knows what else they've taken from that DLC idea. Again, I'll leave a link in the description to go watch that or read the post. Some of that might make its way in, you know. the removal of lampposts in races and you know, whatever else. Some of that may also make its way into this DLC. We don't know at the moment because we don't know all the details about it, but it's very, very possible. If they're taking some ideas, it's an idea that they would take more ideas as well. Now obviously they mentioned new cars. Some of these new cars look absolutely unbelievable. It looks like we've got proper racing cars, like LMP cars for example, something that looks similar to a 787B in there as well. We've got you know, proper sort of GT1 style racing cars. There's rally cars, there's racing compact cars as you can see, like a Fiat 500 race car. It just looks incredible. It's too much to take in because this is something that we've always wanted. I saw a picture of the Lancia Stratos as well, could be in there. Just an incredible selection of racing style vehicles. And again, this is something that I mentioned in the previous that racing DLC video. It's the kind of thing that we've always wanted. I had actually recorded a video detailing the top 30 supercars, the top 30 fastest cars in the game in terms of top speed, and I was going to release that, but there's no point now because it looks like we're going to get a lot of new vehicles. Hopefully we can use them in regular races, and hopefully it's not just limited to the stunt races as well. I'm sure we will be able to, but a lot of new racing vehicles with racing liveries in a racing style. You know, we're getting proper racing machines now. These LMP cars, they're not road legal cars, they are proper racing cars that you see at Le Mans and in the WEC. And they've taken that and actually put those sort of vehicles into GTA Online, proper rally cars with racing liveries. It looks absolutely unbelievable, and it's like they've taken those ideas from that racing DLC, mashed them together with the stunt aspect of it, because obviously stunting is a big thing in GTA. A lot of people do these stunt races from the wider community, and just mash them together to please everybody. The racing cars will please the racing community, the new props might be able to help us make better races, and then you've got the stunting aspect, which is going to please everybody else basically. And if they've done that, that is very, very clever, and certainly I would be very happy with that because we're getting all that we want whilst they're still appealing to everybody else. Because I think the problem with the racing DLC idea that I had was that it was just too focused on the racing aspect, and not really everybody likes that, and we've got to take that into account. So racing liveries, racing cars, proper racing cars. Obviously I am going to test all of these as normal. I'm going to live stream these stunt races, and I'm going to test the cars and let you know which are the best, and just give you my opinions on them. The stunt races look incredible, the props look incredible. If we are able to get new props in the creator mode, and that is given a big upgrade in what we can do with it, I will certainly be going back to my tracks and improving those a lot. I'm sure a lot of people will be doing the same, and that's kind of why I've held off a little bit on the Bruffy Verified series, you know, in preparation for something like this. It's just a world of possibilities that we could have with this, and obviously the focus at the moment from Rockstar is on the wider aspect of the stunting aspect and things like that, because you know that's what the majority of people who are playing the game want to race and what they enjoy. But if they have taken some ideas from the racing DLC aspect and put it into here like what it seems that we have, this could be huge for the racing community on GTA as a whole. You know, serious racing could get a huge benefit from this, with better tracks, better cars, just, you know, a complete, as it said in the Newswire post, a complete evolution of racing and stunting in GTA. Not just regular stunting, but serious racing as well. It could completely transform what's possible and sort of finally give us something that we've always wanted from this game. And I know some people say, you know, if you want a proper racing game, play Forza and Gran Turismo and all that, and I totally understand that, but the variety that you have with GTA and the potential that it has for racing as well makes it such a great base for this sort of thing. And if they've finally embraced that and given us something that we can use, it's going to be absolutely incredible and really, really breathe some new life into the game. I've been very down on the game recently. I've been very down on Rockstar. I've been very down on the way that they've brought updates without anything meaningful, and everything costs money, and it's all just about selling shark cards. That could be very much a big downer of this. You know, all of these things could cost an exorbitant amount of money. You may have to do various things to be able to access this sort of stuff. Hopefully they don't make the props themselves cost money and all that kind of stuff. That would be ridiculous. But hopefully that doesn't come into it. Hopefully this is just an update. It's just a DLC that is for the sake of improving the game experience and not to sell shark cards beyond just, you know, make people potentially buying the new cars. Hopefully it gives us that, and if it does, this could honestly be the best DLC that we've ever seen for GTA for us in the racing community, and on a par with heists for the majority of the rest of the community, because from what I've seen so far, it looks absolutely unbelievable. This could completely change the way that we play GTA in the same that we haven't seen since the regular creator update. Obviously the content creator was never in GTA initially. If this is a very similar aspect to that, in the way that we get new props and we were able to do new things with it, and none of it actually costs money, this could completely change the way that we play GTA, and I'm really excited to see what it's all about. I'm going to try my best to cover it as much as possible. Obviously the car testing will be the priority as always, but all of this other stuff is going to get covered a lot, and I'm going to probably go back and look at my tracks, if we can improve the props on those, if we can make these sorts of tracks in the air ourselves and they're not just Rockstar tracks. I'm going to do that. I'm not so sure about that. I think these may just be Rockstar created tracks and we'll just get some extra props for the content creator as we have it now, but we'll see. And it just, honestly, I haven't been this excited for GTA for a long time, possibly since it came out, because this is just completely different, it's everything that we've ever wanted. Sorry, I'll change that. It could be everything that we've ever wanted from racing on this game. Hopefully it will be, but only time will tell. But yeah, watch the trailer, read the Newswire post. I'll leave it in the description. I've tried to include as much in this video as possible, and as I said, I don't normally talk about DLCs to come, but I just had to cover this because it looks unbelievable. So yeah, we've got this video, and then I'll put up a 70k subscriber special video to thank you guys for that. That'll be the next video, and then probably the next video after that is going to be all about this update, and it's going to be all about testing the vehicles, and yeah, really getting hands on with this and seeing what it can do and the new powers that it's got. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support as always. Feel free to subscribe as well if you're new and you want to actually get more coverage of this and more coverage of the vehicles in general. Thank you so much, I really do appreciate it. I'm really excited. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you excited for this as well, or are you going into it a little bit reserved? So thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.